I rise with a heavy heart to state my objections to this legislation. And I want to start by commending the sponsors, Senate President Sweeney, Senator Vitale, and Senator Norcross for their hard work on this. I want to see all our institutions of higher learning be the finest they can be. I want our good institutions to become great institutions. I want our great institutions to be world-class. I want our research institutions to become incubators for innovation and to be breeding grounds for leaders of tomorrow. But the lack of complete financial information regarding the cost of this proposal has haunted the process, and it continues to weigh heavily, as it should. We all heard testimony the other day from a well-respected financial consultant at one of the committees and member of the Rutgers Board of Governors. For every $100 million Rutgers has to absorb as a result of this deal will result in a 15% tuition increase. And don't forget, as Senator Smith alluded, 90% of Rutgers students are New Jersey residents. What will the cost be to taxpayers? The students. Will the tuitions rise dramatically to absorb the costs? We just don't know it. You know, I made it through Rutgers-Camden Law School by the skin of my teeth financially. I did it with the National Defense Student Loan and the loan from the now defunct Howard Savings Bank. And I remember not even having the $500 required deposit to qualify for the loan and having to borrow it from my best friend and promising her, which I did pay her back when I got the loan. But I was able to pay off my loan when I graduated because back then law school and college were affordable. That's no longer the case. You know, the middle class, a vibrant, thriving middle class, is what has set our country apart from the rest of the nation since the dawn of the post-World War II era. But in the wake of the Great Recession, it's getting harder to get ahead. You know, our faith in the American dream that this generation will do better than us has been shaken. You know, unemployment for younger people, those under 35, is significantly higher than for the rest of us. We know that a highly trained workforce is essential to the economic vitality of our state, and yet the price of a college diploma, the price of a law school diploma continues to skyrocket. This generation of college graduates is already the most indebted in our history. We could be crippling their potential to have the same chances for success that we all have. You know, the Office of Legislative Service attempted to write a fiscal note, but it was an exercise in futility because the information they were given to base it on was full of conjecture and assumptions that were unsupported by financial calculations. The Rutgers Board of Governors, it's true, did pass a resolution, but I don't read it the same way my colleague does. I don't see it as an endorsement of this legislation. In fact, I'll read from it, and I quote, the governing boards of Rutgers want sufficient time to conduct a thorough and comprehensive due diligence before, and I'm paraphrasing, before they will be called upon to approve or disapprove any merger. So I don't see it as an endorsement of the legislation. Quite the contrary, it seems as though, and in fact the next paragraph drives home that point, they are concerned, it says in fact specifically, whereas consent for any merger will require that this enabling legislation or amendments thereto provide adequate financial safeguards, preserve the autonomy and independence of Rutgers, and make for a stronger, more efficient, and more vibrant university. So, you know, we're on the way there. We're on the road to where we need to go. But we got to get this right. Too much is at stake. for us to get it wrong.